Bank Tower. This is Howard, 65046. Ready to go. Roger.
When are you going to shoot this thing, put it out of its misery?
Oh, now, Briggs, you shouldn't talk like that. This faithful old beast of burden's got plenty of miles left in her. What are you doing just sitting there? It's your turn to get the water.
As soon as I get me some money, I'm going back to Kentucky.
Just get the water and stop belly aching. You pen? Use one of those old buckets we've been using. Don't get 'em, how can we sell 'em if you get 'em? See? Are you happy now? There's a stream right down the hill. Well, it's about time, hey? It's only half full.
It's enough to get us on down the road, Peace. Listen, why don't you hurry it up? I don't like it up here at all.
What's eating you?
There's something out there, Jasper. I seen big, huge footprints down by that stream like I never seen before.
Briggs, my good man, if you continue to travel with me, you'll see a lot of things you've never seen before.
Red Bluff Radio, this is Howard 65046. Approximately 40 miles northwest of Red Bluff. Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. Red Bluff Radio, Howard 65046. Approximately 40 miles northwest of Red Bluff. Mayday, Mayday. Red Bluff, you read me?
Daddy, who are all these people in Bennett's store?
I don't know, honey. Just weekend bike riders, I guess. Come on, your mother's waiting.
Okay.
Hey, you. Give that back to me.
What's the trouble,
Make
Pop?
him give that back.
We need to size up our drinks, Mike. Then pay the man for it. How much?
Well, that's a pretty good ice chest. How about $2? Jasper, where'd you get that horn pick?
Why should I know? Works pretty good. You saw him skedaddle out of here, didn't you?
Well, let's get on inside. Looks like a good place to get rid of some of your junk.
Wouldn't be too sure, Briggs. Fella that survived in a town like this might be a pretty sharp trader. How do you do? Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Jasper B. Hawks, sole proprietor of one of the few remaining traveling stores. Since you are a retailer, we're offering a handsome discount to you on any item you may care to purchase. Oh, this is my associate, Mr. Elmer Briggs.
How are you, Elmer?
How do you do, sir?
What could I do for you, Judge?
Well, before we talk any business, Mr.
Bennett.
Oh, Bennett. Well, Mr. Bennett, my associate and I would like to cool our dry throats with some good cold beer.
There's not a drop of beer in the house. That wild motorcycle outfit just left here took the last can we had.
Well, then, Mr. Bennett, we'll just have to impose upon your hospitality to substitute whatever you got in stock to quench our thirsts.
Pa, these gentlemen do look a little thirsty. Let me get them a couple of Pepsis.
Oh, that's a good girl. Fine daughter, that daughter of mine. A very fine daughter.
Ain't you coming, Rick? You and Peggy go on. We'll, join you later.
Where are you going?
Can't you see they want to be alone?
We're not back by the time you leave. Don't worry. We'll catch up to you on the road.
You play nice here.
I think I'll take a look at the bike and see why it's cutting up.
Hey, wait a minute. Be too bad if we were stuck here all alone.
Hey, now. Don't get started or we will be here all night.
All right, go ahead. Make love to your iron mistress. Rick? Rick? Rick?
What?
I found something.
Where are you?
Over here.
This place looks like an old Indian burial ground. Hey, think of the size of these graves. They must have been giants. This one looks fresh.
What are you doing?
I want to see what's in it.
Rick.
Oh, relax.
Leave it alone and let's get out of here.
Get a load of this.
Give me a beer.
Come on, dum-dum. Cut it out, you big creep. We'll make him stop.
Hey, come on, Dom. Knock it off.
She called me a big slob.
I call you a big, dumb slob.
Ooh.
Hey, why don't you cool it, man? She's always picking on me.
Throwing beer in my face.
I like to hear you scream. She screams so nice.
A dummy, dummy, dummy.
Hey, come on. It's getting cold. Let's split.
Rick and Chris, they aren't back yet.
Now, they'll catch up with us on the road.
What if something's happened to them?
Oh, nothing's happened. Besides, Rick can take care of himself.
Nice to see you again, Miss Cummins. Oh, honey, look, I've got something for you. A little present for you. All right?
Mr. Bennett, I tell you what I'll do. I got an even baker's dozen of these, and I'm plumb tired out carting them around the countryside. So I tell you what I'll do. I'll give you all 13 getaway charge to bother me for the price of 6. Now, you won't have any trouble getting rid of them, because on these rough roads, these gadgets are always wearing.
Look, I don't need this stuff. You fellows have been around here for a couple of hours, introduce your friend to me and all that sort of thing, and I liked it, but I can't use it. That's all.
Pa, I'm going to lock up the money in a safe.
Okay, honey, I'll be in shortly. Yes, it's over there on the wall. Don't make it a long-distance call.
It's local. Hello? Get me the sheriff's office. Hello, Sheriff? Can you come up to... What's the name of this place?
Bennett's store. He knows where it is.
I'm at Bennett's store, Sheriff, and something terrible's happened.
Hank.
Yeah?
Another one of them preacher stories, only this one tops them all. It took off with this girl, he thinks.
Well, I don't blame that creature, if it's one of them sweet little things.
Now, what you say, I ain't denying. But do you know how many calls I get a year from people who claim they see these things? I know. Now, son, why don't you just go on home and go to bed? If your girl doesn't show up by morning, well, just give us a ring and we'll come and look things over for you.
But, Sheriff, I swear it. I'm sure it's got her. Yeah, well, I'll go up and take a look for myself. If you're what the taxpayers are paying for.
Now, you hold it, boy. I don't know who you are, and this could be one of them prank calls. But if you think you're going to get me on top of that mountain tonight on some wild goose chase, you got another thought coming.
Why don't you talk to Bennett?
Good idea. Hey, boy, put Mr. Bennett on the phone.
He wants to speak to you, Mr. Bennett.
Oh, all right. Hello, Cyrus.
What's going on up there? Is boy telling the truth?
Well, he just could be. There's been a lot of strange things going on around here lately. No, the girl's not with him now. She was with him this afternoon when he was in here, though.
Well, now, Bennett, the boy's just a little excited. I'll tell you what. Hank and I'll come up in the morning and have a look around.
Goodbye, Cyrus.
Yeah, get me 875-3401. Wheel, get back out here on the double. I need help. You won't believe this, Wheels, but a huge, strange-looking creature all covered with hair flattened me, and I can't find Chris. No, I'm not kidding. I called the sheriff, and he... Okay, you get back out here, but fast. I need a gun and a flashlight, mister. Can you tell them to me?
We're out of flashlights. We don't have much call for guns around here.
I told you there was something strange down by the creek bed, Cousin Alphonse. Pretty fixing story, son. I suppose you think we were born yesterday to believe a tale like that.
Are you calling me a liar, mister?
Oh, boy, don't get your pressure up. 'Tisn't every day we hear tell of a critter such as you described running off with a pretty filly.
Now, wait a minute. This might be very serious business, Mr. Hawks. I've got every reason in the world to believe this boy's telling the truth. Yes, I have, because a couple of months ago, there was a pair come up here, a young couple, on a camping trip up in these parts. They went up on top of the mountain by a beautiful lake up there. Something awful happened up there. They found the boy dead, broken neck. And the girl they never did find. Beautiful blonde, too.
Tell you what, boy. I got guns and lights out in the car. Suppose my friend Briggs here and I go along with you. Get a look-see at this varmint.
Wait a minute there, Jasper. I ain't going along with you on any wild goose chase.
Briggs, can't you understand what we got here? I heard tell of these things before. Read an article, a magazine about a month ago. Some hunters got a picture of one of them. If we could catch one of these critters, we could live high on the hog for the rest of our lives.
Look, I appreciate your help, but all I want to do is get my girl back.
We'll do that for you, all right, boy. We got another reason for joining you. Right, Briggs?
Oh, I've got to hand it to you, Jasper. You can smell a dollar sign a mile away.
Well, come on, boy. We haven't got any time to lose.
Hold it, men. You better watch your step when you go up there. Been strange doings in them mountains, especially at night.
Mr. Bennett, we aim to be careful. Whatever those things are up there, They better watch out for Jasper B. Hawks.
This is the place. Well, I wonder what that do say. This must be one of them fern cemeteries. Can't understand a word written on that tombstone.
This is remarkable, Briggs. As a former student of archaeology, I recognize these markings as having a peculiar significance.
Here. Maybe this will convince you more.
Glory be.
Now, do you believe me?
What kind of creature is that, anyhow?
What separates them from animals and primates? They bear their own game.
Cousin Hawks, I got a feeling we better get out of here. Sooner the better.
Now, you listen to me, Briggs. You and me's going to make a fortune out of this. There's no turning back for anything.
I want you to get something straight right now, Mr. Hawks. We came up here to get my girl. Nothing else.
Boy, maybe you ought to get something straight. You need us worse than we need you. Briggs and I, we got guns, we got lights. We aim to get that creature alive. If we find your girl there, fine, we'll get her too. I figure you ought to be mighty grateful Briggs and I came along with you. See, we're businessmen. We're going to spend our time here. We aim to make it worthwhile. You understand?
What do these creatures want?
They're more human than you think. I'm sure that's why they brought us here.
But why?
The only thing I can figure out is that they're a dying race, and they want to reproduce more of their own kind.
How horrible.
I tried to escape once, but these creatures have such an acute sense of smell and all that they can find you anywhere.
What happened to the other girl?
They took her away. I haven't seen her since.
But what are they?
They're practically subhuman, except that they still live like animals.
What do you mean?
Have you ever heard of the gap? The gap between the Neanderthal man and the human?
Like the missing link?
Exactly. Scientists say there is a missing link. Well, maybe these creatures are what they're talking about.
Have they done anything to you yet?
No. That's the odd part of it. I have the strangest feeling they're saving me for something special.
But what?
I don't know. But there's something they seem to fear on top of this mountain.
What could they possibly be afraid of?
Something more powerful than them, maybe.
Now stop! I just got to rest before we get to that stream.
You blame fool, Briggs. Haven't you got any better sense than to holler out here in the middle of nowhere?
I just can't get no further, Jasper. I'm plumb tuckered out.
Well, you got a lot more to go, so you might just as well get used to it.
We ain't going to do no good in the dark. You can count on that, especially since we don't know the territory.
Okay. Stay here tonight, Briggs, if you want to. Mr. Hawks and I are going on ahead.
Are you going to let him talk to me like that, Jasper?
Now, hold it, both of you. No sense you getting your feathers ruffled over nothing. Briggs got a point. That's a pretty steep climb up that bluff. We might just be a little bit local trying to get there in the dark.
Give me that rifle and that flashlight so I can go on by myself.
Well, now, boy, you just go right on ahead and be a hero. That's what you want to do. But you're not taking my rifle or my light. Of course, if Briggs wants to give you his...
I ain't going to give my gun and light to anybody. I need it for myself, for my own protection.
I see where I stand, but I'm still going on.
Boy, you haven't got as good sense as I give you credit for.
What are you trying to say, Mr. Hawks?
Now, look here, boy. It's going to be daylight in a few hours. We can march through these woods all night without sleep. But come morning, we'll be so plumb tired we won't be alert enough to see what's happening. And that's exactly what's going to happen. You keep on talking stupid.
Cousin Hawks is right, son. Now, he's hunted all kinds of varmints all over the country. And he ain't going to give you any misguidance.
I guess you're right. We've come quite a ways already. Maybe we better rest.
Best news I heard so far.
Well, you two fellas turn too. I'm going to stand lookout for a while.
Cousin Hawks, you reckon that varmint's out there somewheres in the dark, waiting for us to fall asleep?
I don't reckon that varmint's anywhere near hauling distance. I'm not taking any chances.
I wonder if Chris is still...
Oh, she's all right, boy. Well, look. That critter wanted to kill you. He done it down by the graveyard. No, sir. You find out she's perfectly all right. We got to make tracks good and fast come morning.
What do you think they're doing with it?
There's no sense worrying about that tonight. You'll find all the answers in the morning.
What are they going to do?
They're probably going hunting. They'll leave their baby here to watch us.
Looks so different from the others.
It could be a hybrid.
Hybrid?
Yes. One of his parents had to be a creature, and the other might have been human.
Well, you're guessing right. Trying to throw us off the track, crossing that stream, up this cliff. I can't fool Jasper B. Hawks.
How far away do you think they are, Mr. Hawks?
We're a spell ahead of them yet. Even that creature's got to rest sometime. There's no sign anywhere, even stop, let alone bedded down.
I surely do hope your cycle buddies are on the way.
They'll be along.
Here we go. Goes right up there into those mountains. You know, Briggs, if I had my blue ticks and red bones here, we'd just sit back and let those owls thrust that critter out of the thicket. Briggs, you get on ahead of us a piece.
Cousin Hawks, if I see that thing, they get to take a shot at it?
You just let me decide that when the time comes. Get on up there. We got a lot of ground to cover. Musty smell. Did you smell it, Briggs?
Now, Jasper, I don't smell nothing.
Oh, you wouldn't. All you can smell is you. Something around here. It's coming from right over there. Well, I wish to never. Well, I'll be a two-headed calf. Will you look at that? Briggs, we got a fortune on our hands here. Pretty soon the world will be bidding us thousands of dollars.
Knock it off, Hawks. We're up here to rescue my girl, remember?
Get her all right, boy. You just let me wing him, Jasper. You catch in the head. You wing one of those critters be like being in a cage with a wounded bar. No. We'll follow him. Find out where the girl is first. Come on.
Why don't we just quit, Jasper? We done lost the track.
We come up here to find that critter, and we're going to find it.
Now, how do you know it didn't just go down the other side?
We don't, boy. But it's got to live somewhere, and I got a hunch it's right up there.
Jasper, my old legs ain't holding out too good.
Well, they'd better, because we're not quitting until we find it.
But dog,
we're sitting on $1 million, Briggs, and it's right up there.
When we find it, Mr. Hawks, I want you to shoot it.
Now, hold on, boy. Not if I don't have to. That critter's worth more alive to me than dead.
You can always stuff it, take it on tour. People pay to see that.
You just worry about those legs of yours not giving out. And if you do anything crazy like shooting at it, I'm going to skin you alive and stuff you. You look mighty pretty halfway through the wall over my mantelpiece.
You're so anxious to catch that critter alive. Just how do you plan to do it?
When that time comes, boy, if it comes, then I'll show you. Come on. Doggone old legs. Say, Bama.
Fellas, Sheriff.
Good morning, Nellie.
Morning, Sheriff. Hank.
How you doing, fellas?
Howdy, Sheriff. How you doing?
Ah, it's good seeing you two again. What brings you up here in these parts?
Well, I was talking to your dad on the phone last night, and some boy who was real excited about seeing things. Hank and I just took a ride up to check it out. Where's your dad?
You just missed him. He had to go down to the county seat on business. But Pa told me about that boy who called you last night. Well, he left with a couple of peddlers. Hard telling where he went.
Well, they're going to have mighty tough going if they head on up into that high country.
I sure wish your dad was around. Deer season opens soon, and I plan on being right here for opening day.
Great.
Sheriff? Yeah. You know that crossing up by the old sawmill?
I sure do.
I just spotted a 10-pointer and a couple of does up there.
Well, thank you, Hard Rock. I'll have a look.
You're welcome.
Here are your victuals, Hard Rock. This ought to hold you and Fallen Star for quite a spell.
Give 'em to Slim.
Yeah, hurry up. Slim, that's it, boy. Here's the other box.
Oh, hey, hi, Hard Rock. Thank you, Hank. Bye, Nellie. See you, Sheriff.
Bye.
Bye.
Fellas, that's nothing. Last night, I seen a 12-pointer right in back of the store.
Ooh. Oh, Cyrus, you can have that sawmill. I just sit out here in back and wait for that 12-pointer.
Sheriff? I mean, Cyrus. I'm kind of inclined to believe that boy who called you last night. I really think he did see something. He was very upset.
I don't know. If there's any trouble, we'll hear from the ranger station.
Yeah. They probably just took off and went on their way.
I wouldn't be too sure about that, Hank. That boy's cycle is still parked out front.
I seen that cycle parked out there. One of them fancy rigs. I bet that thing must have cost $100.
He'll be back for it sooner or later. You tell your dad I'm sorry I missed him. I'll see you Friday night.
Cyrus, please don't forget your stogies. You get mighty mean to live with when you run out.
Almost forgot what it came after. See you Friday. Bye.
Bye, Cyrus. Hank, for you.
Thank you, Nellie. Bye.
Bye.
You know, Nellie, sometimes I think that Hard Rock's seeing things. I think he's getting senile. I've been working up there around that logging place up there for a long spell. I ain't never seen no deer up there as big as he said they was.
Henry, nobody believes them creature stories either. But I know there's something mighty peculiar up there. Henry, did you know that Hard Rock had one too many cards?
Wow.
Jeez, look at this.
What is it?
Brother, he sure is big and ugly.
That's a gorilla, stupid.
That's the kind of creature that Rick was talking about?
I guess so. Well, you can count me out. What do you mean?
You're going after one of them things, you gotta be kidding. We're splitting.
What do you think, Will?
Let him go. Then let's get moving.
I don't know. Looks like we're in for a long haul, though.
Hey, Wheels, get a hold of that old jack over there. They got an Indian girl sitting out in front of it.
Let's take a look.
I'm walking.
Huh? What you all doing up here?
We lost one of our buddies. Then he called us and said something about some big creature taking his girl.
Sasquatch.
Sasquatch who?
What's that mean?
That's Indian talk. Or Bigfoot.
Bigfoot?
Ain't so funny, fellas. Them creatures are up there on top, somewhere.
Then it's true?
Taken from old Hard Rock. A couple of years ago, he was up in the hills. He saw one of them.
I hear the noise and smell the musky odor. And I looked up and I saw some kind of a strange creature, all covered over with hair, almost 9 foot high. He grabbed me, but I pulled away. But I lost this.
I'd keep away from up there if I were you folks. Why, even the Indians out here won't go up in that high country.
Mister, we ain't got much choice.
Tell you what, you're set on going up there. Maybe me and Slim can go along too. Maybe we can help you out. Go in the store, get my coat and my shotgun. Don't worry, honey. We'll be back.
Chicha, Wanka Chicha.
What's that mean?
That's Sue. For bad medicine.
Let's get moving.
Here, there's enough of us now. Maybe I can settle an old score. You ready, Slim?
I'm with you, Hard Rock.
Follow me. I know a shortcut up to the top here.
Hey, wait! Well, Field, look at this, baby!
Dynamite. Where'd you get it?
Back of the shack, man. They got plenty of it back. That's been back there for years. I don't care. I'm gonna take it along just in case.
Well, we better get moving.
What are those critters going to do with us?
They don't seem to have much use for men. They'll probably kill all of you.
Well, that remains to be seen. Jasper B. Hawk's been in a lot of tight spots. He always got out of them.
Well, you better do something pretty fast, Cousin Hawks. I don't like the way them critters is looking at us.
What are they doing?
I don't think they mean to hurt you, honey. You was in that close you wanted to.
Please, no!
You know it all, why don't you tell us?
Now, don't sweat it, Sheriff. We get the same reports about them creatures up here that you do. Ah, come on, Cyrus. If I was you, I'd go ahead and go hunting. After all, you haven't missed an opening day for years. No news here. There's a report of a small private plane missing up here somewhere, but we haven't found it yet. Nothing gets by us up here. Take it from me, right? Sure. All right. Okay. Just take it easy, Cyrus.
Sheriff, here's your reports for the day.
Well, thank you, Sally. They look good. And thanks for staying over.
You will.
Bye.
Good night, Hank.
Sally.
See you in the morning.
You know, Cyrus, that might not be so darn funny at that. I've gotten a few of them calls when I've been here alone at night.
I've been sheriff of this county going on to 20 years. If I believed all them stories about people seeing those creatures, I'd be plumb loco chasing them out.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Hey, look at this. Here's a guy they're really after. And we know he exists. They had him in jail for a year.
Bad check writer, huh? Well, he won't cash any of that bad reading at Bennett's. Why, he come through here, Bennett be the first one to let us know that there's a stranger cashing checks.
How about clean the rest of our guns?
Sure.
I'm going home and get some rest. I need some.
Cyrus, let's take a gander up there tomorrow. Could be that young fella just might be on the level.
Fresh air will feel good. Been looking like rain, though, lately. Weather's really unpredictable this time of year. But we'll take a ride. Hey, give me my favorite 20-gauge Remington automatic there, will you?
Creature, Cyrus?
Rabbits.
Briggs.
Can't you let a man get a little shut-eye, Jasper?
This is no time to sleep, you fool. You know, Briggs, we got it made. Millions.
Where were you driving at?
See that baby quid over there? That Briggs is money. A whole lot of money. Oh, maybe not as much as Bigfoot, but this will grow up. And it'll be ours. All ours. Yours and mine.
Well, now is a hell of a time to talk about business.
That's the difference in our upbringing. That's why I got a successful selling business and you're working for me.
Well, if you're so successful, why do we spend our time sleeping in that station wagon instead of in one of them fancy cabin camps?
You stick with me and you maybe one day own one of them fancy cabin camps. Maybe a whole string of them.
How do you figure that?
Remember all the money we made in that carnival? That big snake from South America? All those people paid 50 cents just to see it.
Oh, yes, I remember that, Cousin Hawks. You know, that old snake hadn't have died, we'd have been rich by now.
We got something here to make more money than that snake ever could. They lived to be 100 years old.
Yeah. Mr. Clemens said that we'd come back to the carnival if we ever found anything else interesting.
We don't need any broken-down carnival manager to take the cream off this deal. I can see it now. The Jasper B. Hawks Traveling Show. With the greatest spectacle of all time. The missing link.
Oh. Yeah, but first I'd like to get out of here. And then hear more about it.
You just got no imagination.
You hear that?
There's a lot bigger critters than that in Cecil Hall. You heard what they said about the bird in the hand. Come through them bushes there, now. There may be more of them now.
Jasper, why don't you tie that critter up so he won't attack me again?
Oh, that's a mighty good idea. Here. Give me.
No.
Come on, give it to me.
Why did you use that pretty handkerchief you got there?
That's no handkerchief. That's a fine, expensive paisley shawl. I'm not going to use that. Come on, give it to me. Come on. You look better without a tie anyway. You should have that old dial. Come on, give it to me. You don't change the button in your coat. You can't anyway. You're too fat. Come on, come on. Hold still, little monkey. Oh, I shouldn't call you a monkey, should I? A big time. Come on, hold still. I'll wallop you. like. Get back. Let's get back to the others. Maybe we can get a chance to one of the big critters.
You're crazier than a loon, Cousin Hawks.
I ain't to be a rich man, Briggs. Now, come on. We got them critters on the run.
But with me, you ain't. The only place that I'm a-going is back to the car.
You just do that, Briggs. When I get a hold of another of those creatures, don't you come round wanting your half interest.
Not on your tin type, I won't.
Well, who come along with me?
We're with you, mister. Right, Hard Rock?
Come on, Rick. Let's get her down the hill.
Wheels. Thanks.
Wait a minute, boy. Wait a minute. I'll pay any one of you. Anyone who comes with me, I'll pay you.
Now, friend, that makes a difference.
That's more like it.
I'm with you if you're paying money.
Money? You ain't seen the likes of the money I'm going to pay you. I may be a Johnny Reb, but this ain't Confederate money. Oh, come on. Right up ahead. Come on. bigger than all of them. And sure enough, it's Bigfoot. The eighth wonder of the world.
Come on, let's go get him.
Yes, sir.
Come on, Will. Hey, wait for me. That's my critter up there. You're gonna kill my critter! I need $100. No, $500. A man that takes him alive. Blame idiot! I said alive. My critter. My poor critter. I'll never get him now.
Well, Slim, we finally got him.
It wasn't you, mister. It was Beauty did him in.
Come on, Hard Rock. I guess it's all over now.
Yeah.
Do you think he's really dead?
Now, young lady, don't you look so sad. Jasper B. Hawks is right here to offer you the opportunity of a lifetime.
What do you mean, Mr. Hawks?
Now, my dear, I've been connected with some of the greatest phenomena of show business in the last few decades.
What has that got to do with me?
Well, now, I'll just tell you, little flower, you and me are going to make $1 million.
We are? How?
It's very simple. Just you and me together.
But...
Now, just you put your faith in Jasper B. Hawks. We're tour the country, the continent, everywhere, where people all over the world will gladly pay a pretty penny not only contemplate the delectable contours of your effulgent beauty, but also to hear all about the thrills and chills and risks you endured while you was a captive of these yet-to-be-classified Bigfoot critters that exist right here on this great earth. I can see it now. Beauty and the Beast.